Hey everyone, Matron here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, this time a game between mouzMorroW, spawning as the red Zerg, and mTwDeMusliM, spawning as the teal Terran. I wanted to bring you this game for a few reasons. One, MorroW recently switched from Terran to Zerg, so was interested to see a bit of his Zerg chops here, especially in the ZVT matchup, which he was on the other side of just a few weeks and months ago when he played pretty much hardcore Terran. He also played Terran in Brood War, as he arrived a bit late to the scene in Brood War, around 2008, but had a lot of success there, and now trying to continue that success in StarCraft 2 with a new race, playing as Zerg, and will be competing as Zerg in all the upcoming tournaments. So wanted to see what he's got in store for us as a Zerg player. Again, we see a few players swapping races at this point in the game, and again, SC2 is actually in its relative infancy compared to Brood War. Think about Brood War, players are playing for 8, 9, 10 years, and we're only a few months into SC2, as it looks like DeMusliM side-blocking himself a little bit here. So we're only a few months into the game here, and players are just still feeling out which race feels best to them and what they have more fun and success playing as. So MorroW swapping over to Zerg, and we'll see how he does in this game and in the upcoming tournaments. Looks like he's going to go down for a fast expand here, sending out the drone a little bit early, perhaps now scouting with it. Does not yet have the 300 minerals. It looks like he's still spending as well. And it looks like DeMusliM's going to throw down the engineering bay. So the engineering bay, the ultimate way to block this fast expand, as it's going to have a lot of HP, and you're going to be able to add HP to it very quickly if you can kite away from these drones. So the drones need to work on the SCV, prevent it from building, also keep working on this engineering bay, and force a cancel on it. Now one thing this does do is it costs a lot of minerals to throw down this engineering bay. So you are going to sink minerals into it at the start. DeMusliM, if we look, had about 400 minerals, and it looks like he's going to throw down a command center, in fact. So foregoing a barracks at all, and just throwing down the supply depot, and then creating this engineering bay to block this expansion, now bringing in a fresh SCV, as the one SCV was down very low. So MorroW gets the E heart there, delaying this expansion such a long time. MorroW has thrown down the spawning pool. Looks like he is not yet making any queen or zerglings, so he needs to get out this queen here, especially. And it looks like he's finally going to be able to take down this SCV if he can get to it. There it goes. And now going to be able to work down this engineering bay. We do see the queen and the zerglings coming out. So throwing off MorroW's macro game a little bit there. He delayed that queen quite a long while and did not get out any zerglings either. He was up over 500, close to 600 minerals. Finally going to have enough to throw down this expansion as soon as this engineering bay finally goes down. And we see DeMusliM getting up a barracks at his front door here, in fact 2. So now going to be walling off with these 1000 HP barracks. So he was actually able to out-macro the Zerg player, and now going to be on 2 bases compared to the MorroW, who's just on 1 and warping in this second hatchery here. MorroW trying to spend those minerals, as he did not have the queen up producing extra larvae. He did not have that second hatchery, so throwing down a roach warren instead here. See a lot of Zergs doing this. They get really mineral heavy at the start of the game, especially if you're able to delay that second hatchery. So now we'll see how MorroW reacts, as his hatchery has been delayed here. He does have roaches up. Roaches should be able to attack these barracks, outrange anything standing behind the barracks, so that is a good reaction. He finally does see these barracks, and now the barracks are going to get up Marines here, and they are going to be able to shoo away any Zergling pressure, as the Zerglings are not going to be able to work through this 1000 HP barracks with the Marines working on them there. Again, Zergling's not very good against destructible rocks with the 3 armor. So we do see that DeMusliM is relatively safe at this point, able to just create SCVs. We see he does have an advantage right now, 22 versus the 19 of MorroW. So both players pretty even at this point, but you'd want to be at least 1 base ahead of your Terran counterpart, and it looks like MorroW is not able to do that. Very low on minerals right now, made a number of Zerglings. Not really sure why he made this many, especially after he did see the barracks here. He's not going to be able to bust through there with just those Zerglings. Looks like he is now getting up a Baneling nest. So he is going to try to do a Baneling bust on the front door of DeMusliM, But again, these barracks have 1000 HP, the baneling's only doing 80 damage, so it's going to take quite a few 13 banelings to bust through these barracks. The other thing the Zergling and Baneling play at the start is going to do is he's going to be having to spend larvae and minerals on Zerglings and Banelings, so he's not going to be able to drone up, not going to be able to get his economy up and running. So this is a bit of an all-in at this point. If this does not work, he is not going to have any prayer of staying into the game with the Terran, now working off of 2 orbital commands, so he's going to have 2 mules down at once and just still pumping out SCVs. Feeling relatively good here with these barracks, getting up another barracks back here, and also getting up factories as well with tech labs. So he may be going for Blue Flame Hellions against these Zerglings, Banelings, perhaps going for tanks. As just turtled up here with these barracks, very interesting delay with that engineering bay, and then working into that fast expand, not even making a barracks before throwing down that command center. Now we see the Banelings coming in for MorroW. If we look at the unit counting station, he's got 8 right now, with more on the way. So pretty soon we'll have, it looks like 21 Banelings. So he's going to be able to bust through these barracks, no problem with that number of Banelings. The bunker is not going to be able to take down the Banelings in time. So he may be going a little Baneling heavy right now, but we see more barracks coming in for DeMusliM at this point, so a second wall of barracks. So MorroW coming in, doing that Baneling bust against the first wall of those barracks. But this second wall is not going to go down, so he's not going to be able to stream in with these Zerglings, which he does have held back here. So DeMusliM very comfortable now, getting up more and more barracks. If we look at the income from both players, 34 harvesters to 23. Again, MorroW had to cut workers because he was producing a lot of Zerglings here. Now going to test this back door, perhaps coming in the back here. If we look, we do have siege tanks working for DeMusliM. He's researching siege tech as well. So he does see this with the supply depot. My guess is he will not allow these destructible rockets to go down. We do see a tank moving in, and now going to be able to 3-shot these Zerglings, and MorroW's going to have to pull away there and try another Baneling bust. So again, another 13 Banelings could take down one of these barracks, and he could start streaming in Zerglings. See 12 Banelings at the moment, 35 Zerglings, more of each on the way. And at this point, still on 23 harvesters compared to the 40, testing the waters with 1 Zergling there. This bunker is on its own. We do have a siege tank back here, so we're going to be able to take a pot shot at the first Banelings that make it in here. More Zerglings on the way. 16 Zerglings, should perhaps wait for those. So we see about half of those Banelings were taken down. 1 barracks, 2 barracks do go down to those Banelings, and now these Zerglings are going to be streaming in here, trying to focus down these siege tanks, but the few Marines and the Marauder are going to be able to clean up those Zerglings. And now I'm not sure what MorroW's going to be able to do. He does have all these Zerglings. He was hoping to stream in into this barracks, or into the base of DeMusliM here, but more barracks being thrown up by DeMusliM, repairing the other barracks, and it looks like MorroW is going to have to GG. So very aggressive play by DeMusliM at the start, taking advantage of the fact that the Zerg player wanted to get down that fast expand, and then was just not able to with that engineering bay, and did not get out any Zerglings and pressure early on before these 2 barracks could go down. 2 barracks, not that much to wall off here, so just 300 minerals, and if the Zerg is focusing on getting that expansion up, can do it pretty easy. We also saw a roach warren go down and never used by MorroW. So he could have used those roaches to poke at the front door here, taking down those barracks. Not sure the bunkers would have been able to reach them, or he could have microed away those roaches as they got low. So would have liked to see that as well, a waste of 150 minerals, perhaps some rapid expansion, but letting that Terran player get it on the 2 bases before you were even able to get up your second just spells disaster. So very interesting play from DeMusliM there, schooling MorroW a little bit, and MorroW gave the GG there, and hopefully going to be able to learn and deal with these different kinds of openings from these other European players, and hopefully carry the practice and the success into his future endeavors as a Zerg player. So it's been Matron bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.